Hey, welcome in everyone. Hope you're all doing well today. Let me fix this up real quick. There we go. There shouldn't be any doubling of the audio now. Alright, cool. Hope everyone's doing well today. Gonna do a little bit of an early stream. Normally I want to try to do like my normal later time. But I've got some plans going on later today, so I wanted to do the stream a little early. We're gonna go through we're actually going to play on an easier difficulty, because you see a lot of times where like people go through the harder ones, so you're kind of just seeing one form of the game. So you're seeing like the 00 agent. I thought it'd be kind of interesting going through in some of the lower ones, because that way as well we can do some extra testing as well to see if the lower difficulties are properly scaled too, because we've gotten a bunch of the higher difficulty stuff scaled, but not the we don't focus too much on the lower, because we're figuring like most people are going to be playing on the hardest. So we're going to go through Secret Agent, mess around with some Agent as well, and just kind of have a good time. So I'll be showcasing this with the 8BitDo Ultimate 2C controller, because I wanted to kind of play around with some extra controllers as well to show off that it does work with other things. Because I think my previous streams I was using the OEM controller or mouse and keyboard. But yeah, I just want to kind of go through, have a fun little casual time, and then also be able to note if there's any issues. I believe this is still running off the same build as the previous showcase had been. So the issues that I did have through there are going to pertain through this specific build, but there has been an updated branch as well. Hey, thank you, Homer and Coneggs. Oh my god, bunch of subs. Holy shit. Welcome in everyone. Hope you all are doing well today. But I feel like a lot of times you'll kind of see like the hardest difficulties played, where sometimes it's nice to just kind of do it more casual. So for this stream, I'm playing with the extra crosshair feature turned off, and then I'm playing on the default FOV scale. I know a lot of people were asking too. They're like, "Oh man, can you play it on like the default scale?" You can. You can turn all of those extra features off. So that's what... Hello? Take your time. Oh, he's getting there. Oh. 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 Sure, slowly but surely. I'll give him a helping hand. But yeah, I want to run through this with default settings, because I think this would be a good showcase to people. It's like, yes, you can play this completely base. I think the only thing I do have set is there's no shoot-throughs, which I cannot begin to state how impressive of a implementation that is. But yeah, I believe that's the only thing. Now, it is going to be a little funky for me playing GoldenEye with this specific controller, at least on this. Because the sensitivity of the 8BitDo Ultimate 2Cs are definitely a lot more sensitive than what I'm used to. Working for you. Okay, cool. Welcome in, Cadmus. Good seeing you. But yeah, I essentially got like 3 hours or so. So I kind of wanted to mess around with this. Maybe show off some extra stuff as well. Because Adzi3D had streamed this yesterday, I believe. He'd gone through 00 Agent and had played through that, and then did some multiplayer. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's good having you. It's good having people to chat with. But I couldn't attend the actual multiplayer yesterday. I was kind of just really exhausted. You ever kind of have like one of those days where like nothing goes right? I was kind of having that. I was like, yeah, I think I would sit this one out. But it was still nice kind of hanging out and chatting and everything. Hey, welcome in, Grim. Good seeing you. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, so one thing to note, there was people that asked. Also, let me know if the volume's too quiet or anything like that, or too loud. But people asked, hey, can I rebind controls? Can I rebind, like, let's say, the mouse controls or the controller? You can. So I'm actually running with a edited set of keybinds. I'm running with the original XBLA canceled release setup. So my Y and B, or I guess this is more technically Perfect Dark XBLA. Y and B is my weapon swaps. So the default setup for the Xbox layout is going to be the Xbox One version, where you hit the bumpers and it swaps weapons, kind of similar like Doom. Whereas I've edited this to play more as the Perfect Dark XBLA layout. So what that entails is my Y and B is my weapon swaps, and then my LB is my gadget. Also, for those who haven't seen it before, we now have a dedicated instant button that just swaps to your gadgets. Even has its own sound effect and everything like that. It can normally be where you can swap to the next one and the previous one. I've disabled that though, because I like how this setup is. Most times I'm not going to be swapping between different gadgets like that. And then another thing is there's instant crouches. So just pressing a button, kind of similar to GoldenEye on XBLA and stuff. And there's a few extra features as well for those who do like the XBLA or the Xbox One port. You can have a permanent crosshair on. And you can have where you do like kind of like the Call of Duty aim, where like the camera moves instead of like your reticle. Which are all toggles. They can be turned off at any time. They can be turned on. It was a big feature request we had, so we wanted to make sure it was included for everyone. And then as well, let's say you're playing with a controller and you kind of get sick of it, like halfway through, you're like, oh, I don't want to play with controller anymore. Boom, you can instantly play with your PC, like keyboard and mouse. So that's really cool. Yeah, this is running at 180 FPS for me. I removed the frame rate counter at the top because I know it could probably be a little annoying to watch during gameplay. But this is running at 180 FPS with 180 tick, which is kind of just the intelligence of the like the whole game functioning. One thing that's been added as well. He's looking right up at me. One thing as well, as you noticed, on the bottom, there's a timer now. This can be really great for kind of getting those speed run times. And somebody had requested, hey, can we have where it also shows the time that's needed for the cheat alongside it? That is also going to be added in. And you'll be able to toggle both of them at the same time, or just have one or the other, or neither. Because any new features are going to be fully toggleable. That way, if somebody just wants the true one-to-one version, they can have that. Hey, welcome in, Fire Guy. Hope you're doing well. Oh man, itchy. I was playing with my guinea pigs earlier before the stream, and some of their hair got my face. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well today. It's always nice having y'all. There's currently one bug in this that we discovered yesterday, and it is the fact that Aztec and Egyptian did not unlock for Adzi. I don't know what exactly happened there, but that will be fixed. It will not be fixed in this current build that I'm showing off. But it will, I believe it was already having fixes worked on it last night. Now I'm playing with the 8-bit though controller. There's still some stuff that we need to work on as well. I went and tested nearly every single controller I have. And as silly as it sounds, I tested PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 controllers on it. Currently that was something that didn't work, but I'd like to have that working by the time it releases. That way all controllers are accessible. Yeah, no, it didn't unlock for them. But that will be fixed. But you can also just hit an unlock all button and it'll just automatically unlock everything for you. There's Dr. Doke. Oh, there he is. I think I just completely like looked right past him. I didn't even realize. Alright, so what's really cool is instead of doing anything regarding opening up your menu, by the way, I don't know if I have it set for this. Check this out. I hit select, it automatically opened up my objectives. So you have a dedicated start button that'll kind of just show you your normal thing. And then you've got your dedicated select button that'll automatically show your objectives. That's really cool. Oh, fuck. Itchy. Oh my god. Guinea pig hair, if you've ever gotten it on you, it itches. But yeah, I don't have to open up the menu though, because I can just press this. Boom. I've got my door decoder. So you say stream latency is 2 seconds, but messages appear longer than that. Yeah, sometimes it could just be full connection issues and everything like that. YouTube's been really shit in the bed this last month. Like, its APIs and its connections and everything like that has been really, really bad. So I'm actually surprised it was even working. It wasn't working at first. There we go. What do you mean? Oh, fuck. He's got to say it right. Oh, come on. Yeah, also for those tuning in who are interested in learning more, cheat codes fully work. No, it's not Pro Chat, it's YouTube. So cheat codes fully work. They actually weren't that hard to get implemented at all, but I do know a lot of people do like to mess around with the cheat codes and stuff like that. They do fully work. We've been doing multiplayer tests with it, and it's been running really well. You can currently use Parsec or some form of stream sharing, screen sharing stuff that'll let you play together. That has been really nice. Adzi and Merc last night had played through with that. But I wouldn't be surprised if in the future there will be like a functioning netplay made by someone for Project Midas. This guy. There we go. Also, let's see. Will there be an Xbox UWP version using a dev mode? I may sound a little silly. What does UWP mean? Also, good seeing you, AI Al Davis. Is it AI or Al? Hey, welcome in, Mazzy. Good seeing you. Isn't Parsec one of the least? No, Parsec's like one of the best options. Parsec is unbelievably good. I played through the campaign of Perfect Dark. co-op with Merc, who lives on literally the other side of the world with me, and there was barely any issues. But that's actually a good question, David. I can try to relay that over to Merc and Axe. I can see if they can do anything with it. I'm not too sure. On my end, I have to just say I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't say it's not on the counter. But since I myself wouldn't be working on that, I can't give an answer. I think it would be cool if it could. There we go. Yeah, I hope everyone's been doing good. It's been... Oh my god, it was so nasty out. The storms were so bad. I went to the stream yesterday, so I was like, okay, after work... Originally, it was supposed to pour down rain around like 4 p.m. And I was like, that's perfect. It'll only be for 40 minutes. It'll pour down rain at 4 p.m. I can work with that. It started pouring down rain at 10 a.m. And it didn't let up until about, I'd say, 3. And then what happened is the storm essentially took a 180. The wind blew it in the opposite direction. So it went out, fully stopped, and then it turned around and came right back. And it's like, oh my god, it was like the whole day was just like so many messes going on. I'm gonna tell you right now, that Steam remote play was unbelievably terrible. It was fucking awful. It was so bad. The only person that had a good time with it was the host, and that's because the host doesn't have any delay. But yeah, Parsec is infinitely like better. You can use Steam Remote if you really want. I would recommend using Steam Remote if you're local, but if you're like doing what we were doing, no. But it was so bad. I was trying to get like a stream out, and it was just pouring down rain, and I was having issues left and right with stuff. And I was like, no, it's just today's not gonna be a day. I'm gonna just take a day off. But yeah, it ended up pouring down rain, and I was at work during it too. And I'm not joking when I say like our store's exterior was flooded. Like, the loading bay quite literally had, like, did I get that shot? Oh, I missed. Quite literally had water up until, like, the caution poles. Like, where it prevents, like, the tractor trailers and stuff from, like, colliding with it. It was that bad. I was like, holy shit. You know what? It's a lot better today. Today's looking a lot better. It was fairly cool out, all things considered. So it was a really nice day at work. But yeah, we would fully recommend using Parsec. Parsec is like one of the best options you can get. And Steam Remote only if you're close enough to the people like you're playing with. Plus, in the future, if there is a full-on net play, you don't even have to worry about it, because of the fact that you would just connect through like a server. Like if anyone's played Perfect Dark Kai, that has a fully functioning net play server and branch. And it feels genuinely amazing to play on. Like, it's really, really good. God, I could feel it, like, right up here. I don't even remember what the objectives are in this. Because the way GoldenEye does objectives is fairly weird compared to Perfect Dark. Sometimes you'll get like a few objectives. Sometimes you may get like just 1 or 2, depending on the levels. So I do know I gotta shut down the power. And then if I want, I could just press this. Power down. Yep, steel building plans. Okay, yeah. So, pretty much the same as, I think, 00 Agent, if I recall. But yeah, I'm not joking when I say this feels really good. Even with this controller, which kind of has like a fairly small joystick range. And it's fairly overly sensitive. This feels really good. This feels more responsive than the XBLA remake. What do I think about RMG? RMG is pretty decent. Base RMG is kind of outdated. But RMGK is really good. I actually play Super Smash 64 with RMGK because it's completely built for it. I don't think I need to be over here, but I kind of just like coming over here. I love this level. But RMGK is really good. Originally, RMGK was so good that we were almost debating on moving the NetPlay tournament over to RMGK. Like we had pushed and like recommended using that because it actually uses real OEM stick control and everything like that. Like it just feels amazing. Yeah, RMGK is meant mainly for Smash 64 in all capacities. Let's throw mine over here. There we go. But yeah, it felt really, really good. But they still used AQZ instead. AQZ's not terrible, but once you play RMGK, it's like, oh my god, it's a world of difference. Oh, look at that cheat. Nice. Yeah, this feels really good. This feels more responsive than like the XBLA versions. And the XBLA version of GoldenEye is phenomenal. Like, considering the fact it's an older build than what was like currently actually made, and it has like its issues aside, I think it's amazing. Like, I really, really love it. But like, this genuinely just feels phenomenal. Better come back here, Boris. But yeah, this is one of my favorite implemented features, is the fact that I can just do this. So, take a photo with the camera. Boom. I didn't have to open up the menu. The thing that I don't like the most about GoldenEye is how long it takes for the watch menu to open. I've never been a fan of it. It's really cool, don't get me wrong. But like, having to open it up multiple times to swap equipment in this level, and especially like silo, like I get sick of it real quick. Like, being able to just press this and instantly swap to different things is just amazing. I got my data thief. I don't even know if I really needed to do this. I didn't check it. Yeah, aesthetics versus practicality. Yeah. So it looks like I didn't actually need to do that. maybe I did. Let me check. Let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah, I didn't even need to do it. But yeah, so far, Special Agent kind of feels like, exactly how it should. Like, the guards are still, like, they'll miss you, kind of, but they'll still kind of hit you if you're kind of just walking into shit. Yeah, pretty much. Special Agent have a timer for... Aw, it does. Everyone's favorite level here. One of these guys gotta drop a key card, I think. There we go. So, let's see what I got here. I think I gotta throw shit onto here. No, I actually don't gotta throw it on here. Okay, cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna like this level a lot more now that I can swap from the gadgets. Because when I used to play the XBLA version, I kind of enjoyed this level because it was so nice to be able to swap. Oops, just smoked that guy. I think I got everything in here. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the amount of times you see people die opening up the watch menu, too. So it's nice to be able to swap it on the fly. Okay, cool. Got all that. I think there's like an armor over this way, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can see that they're still inaccurate, but just accurate enough to still kind of catch you off guard if you're just wandering into it. I'm purposely kind of just wandering into stuff because I want to see if they're going to be able to actually react. Now I can swap over to my camera. Boom. And then more mobs over this way, I think. I think it's this one. Or is it the next one? Could be wrong. Oh, there he is. Fun fact, Oromov leaves if you damage him enough, or if you run at him, or if you wait 30 seconds. I think it's either 30 or it's 20. There's actually multiple parameters to make him run away. Let me make sure I got everything before I end the level. Let's see what I've got. Yep. It's genuinely amazing how well this PC port runs. Also, I am running with the custom crosshair as well. I'm sure it's like, obviously you've seen. This is not, the coloring of this is not like an error on the PC port. You can actually customize your reticles, which I'm a big fan of. Ooh, don't you do that. One of my genuine favorite things about this port is the fact that the fire rate of the weapons are accurate to what they're supposed to be. They don't just sound like brrrr when you fire them. They actually have like their appropriate sound to them. Because I always feel like if you're playing 1964 or overclocked, all the weapons end up sounding kind of like buzzsaws. Or like, brrr, no matter what you fire. Where this, it actually has like the proper fire rate of the weapons. What are we doing not dual wielding these? Oh, it's so amazing. It's so good just to be able to press a single button and it automatically swaps to your gadgets. It's beautiful. Hostages have escaped. So now I can leave this area. Oh, I just make a whole 360. Give some of the other weapons a little love. Right, so now, throw that on there. Boom. Yeah, this is fantastic. The GoldenEye Xbox One port should have at least added that button. Oh yeah, there should have added a ton. The Xbox One versions, like, for me personally, I don't care to be like, you're playing the wrong version. How dare you? How dare you play the wrong version? But the Xbox One version genuinely has a lot of issues wrong with it. It is the weakest version that you can play. I'll always advise for you to play better versions, but if it's like, if that's the version that you end up enjoying, I'm all for it, because like for me it's like, I'm not playing it. I'm not taking over somebody's life to do it. Like, if they had a good time with it, that's all that matters in the end. But the Xbox One version does have a lot of issues with it. I think it was only in development for like 1 month, I believe. Like, it had no development time and no funding. Do I actually need to throw a communications link? Wow, that's actually fairly easy. I was expecting to have to blow up the cameras and everything like that. But you do need to be able to go in and throw the remote mine on the vehicle. I was originally going to throw the remote mine up there, but cannot do that. Hi, Adzi. Bye, Adzi. People compare to Half-Life Source, but Xbox One is as bad as Half-Life Source. Is up there, however. Yeah, I'd say Half-Life Source is still better. Half-Life Source has its issues, but it's nowhere near as fundamentally broken as Xbox One. But hey, there is people who genuinely just kind of want to, like, boot up a game, play it for a little bit, go like, yeah, it's exactly... That was a little weird of a skip. It's like, yeah, this is exactly kind of how I remember it, and then it'll kind of drop it and move on to the next thing. Everyone does that. You get people that are, like, very defensive on it. They're like, oh, how dare you not play, like, the absolute best version. But then everyone does it. Everyone's going to have one game from their childhood that's like, oh, yeah, I remember this. Let me replay it. And they'll replay it for, like, 10 minutes and then drop it. Just a natural thing. That's, like, just a thing in general. I've done it. I know plenty of people who've done it. Hey, welcome in, Cosmic Lily. Good seeing you. Also, let me read this stuff real quick. Yeah, fair Xbox One version has more issues. Hey, welcome in, Captain Lima. Good evening to you, too. I joined in late, but this level always felt so weird and liminal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good seeing everyone. I hope everyone's doing well today. For those tuning in now... Also, you're not in too late, by the way. A lot of times we'll get people that'll come in around actually like this time. So, generally speaking, you're kind of right on time. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. We're playing through the PC port. I'm playing through the easier difficulties because we see a lot of times a lot of people stream the harder versions. I kind of wanted to go through and have, like, just show off that the other difficulties work just as fine too. I am playing with most of the default settings. However, I do have a custom reticle. And I am playing with the... Let me talk. I am playing with the Ultimate 8-Bit Do 2C. Phenomenal little controller. But I wanted to show that you can, in fact, play with different controllers and everything like that. And this has custom keybinds on it, too. Play Half-Life Source. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Play Half-Life Source being bad just does run better at frame rate. You have the proper computer. I'm just at work right now, so I won't be here too long, but I hope the stream goes well. This is big hype. Thank you. I hope you have a good day at work as well. Hopefully it's fairly chill, all things considered. But yeah, this PC port is massive. Like, this is probably going to be, like, the big PC port for the game. There's been so much time and love being put into this. I'll have a proper trailer for everything at some point as well. That'll kind of showcase a bunch of the things and, like, quality of life stuff that's been added. Hey, welcome in, CMP 150. The higher quality HUD for the ammo counter and timer. So so how it currently is, there's two versions. This is running like the kind of like the smudgy, what's it called, like interpolated, I think it is. And then there's one where it runs like the unblurry version where it's all like pixelated, kind of similar to Perfect Dark. Currently there is not. However, in the future, if there is somebody who wants to include the HD text and everything like that, it'll probably be added in then. But yeah, this is just kind of running off the original base. PC port should be GoldenEye from Merc with love. I'm really happy with the name and everything. that was my little contribution, was getting the name and the logo and everything like that fully actuated and realized. Because we were trying to figure out what a good name of it would be, and we had like a few different suggestions and a few different ideas, but nobody could really agree on exactly what they went with. So I was like, you know what? I cooked up the logo, and then I dropped it into the chat. I was like, how about this? And everyone really liked it. Oh, you had an ad. Oh no. But for the response for what you had said is, I hope you have a good rest of your shift. Like, this PC port's going to be absolutely massive when it comes out, and I hope everyone can enjoy it. Let's see, what do I got? Disable all security cameras. I think I remember where they are. But yeah, this PC port's like come a long way. There's one. There's like, I remember there being one somewhere. Gotten that one. I got that one. That one. Shoot it again for good luck. That one. You think this will bring back a lot of players? So I kind of think it will. It depends. If we get net play, I think we will. Because we're actually having a bunch of people come out of the woodworks that we haven't seen in such a long time. Like asking about it, or just general decom stuff in general. If we get a proper net play for this branch, I think 100% it won't bring back like a massive amount of people, but I definitely think it'll add in like a bunch of like new returning people. I had to switch to YouTube because, oh boy, Twitch was not agreeing with me at work. Oh. Yeah, the elite community is stubborn. They never add categories for PC ports. Yeah, I've heard they're very uptight with that kind of stuff. But hey, there's still like speedruns.com and everything like that. The big thing now is I'm glad that we were able to collectively agree on like a proper PC port for this. Because currently how everything is, with how many like AI vibe coded ports have been coming out. Damn, she just clipped right up that. There's gonna be so many, and if we didn't have like an early on agreement on what was like the proper one, it would have been like all over the place. It would have been so hard getting one properly dedicated for GoldenEye. So this is one of my favorite levels. I used to hate this level when I was younger. Like, I couldn't stand it. I was always getting so lost. But like, once I learned the actual path, it became one of my favorites. But yeah, I think it'll definitely bring a chunk of people. What bring like a complete like wave of like thousands? I don't fully think so. I think this is going to be really nice for those who have been looking for like a proper PC port, on top of like dedicated fans who have been playing for years. So, oh yeah, the GoldenEye AI port, which is extremely broken. Yeah, like there's so many that are coming out and they're like, yeah, it's completely fine, like this is at a good state, and like the sky's broken. Like the sky just has like a diamond for a cloud, or like the sniper rifles backwards and stuff like that. So we wanted to have like a good chunk of like the core community come in and work on this thing and come together and be like, yes, this is going to be the version. You'd actually be surprised. We're having a bunch of younger people actually joining the community. Because like, you think it's like it's an older game that you wouldn't really see like younger people, but like, remember at the same time you had a lot of people who like back in the day, like back in like 2010s and stuff, that were into Mega Man. because like their older brothers or their dads were like, yeah, this game's the shit, this is the game. And like kids will be like, oh, if people like it, like if people I look up to like it, it's got to be good. And then they'll kind of get into it because they get introduced because of like their older brothers and stuff like that. But we've been seeing a lot of people, because a lot of people, like a lot of kids' parents are like into GoldenEye and things like that. So it's surprising. I think in the last year we've had a lot of new faces of like teenagers and stuff like that. So let me see. No, ain't no way to sniper rifle backwards. They just want you to kill Bond instead. I never grew up with GoldenEye, but I'm interested in GoldenEye Project Midas. Yeah, fully understandable. Because this also will bring in a bunch of accessibility for people who may not have, like, an OEM controller. Because, like, remember, one, if, like, the average person, if they have a Nintendo 64 controller, that thing's probably beaten to shit. Like, the joysticks are probably busted. The buttons probably have issues. And like the only real proper way outside of emulation is like real hardware with it. Unless you want to like try and find your own copy of XBLA or the GoldenEye Xbox One, because we've had a lot of people actually play and get into GoldenEye because the Xbox One version. Oh, let's see. I bailed on a recomp when I found Jose I could. The guy hid it from me and was outright unable to fix graphical bugs. Yeah. The Donkey Kong recomp just got a full release. Real shit. Oh my god. I've been looking forward to the recomps for DK64 for so long. Anyway, gotta go back to work. Have a good stream, box. Thank you, Cosmic Lily. I hope you have a good rest of your shift. Oh, I'm fucking yapping. Yeah, not everyone likes scouring the internet for archaic used-up controllers to play limited 25 FPS laggy consoles, but yeah, fully agreed. It's like, for me, I have a nice N64 controller. The stick's literally brand new. I've got a steel bowl, but most people are not going to want to do that. Most people are going to want to have something that's more readily available without having to open up a console or a controller and fix everything. But like, you're gonna have alternatives. You're gonna have like the really shitty third-party controllers. You're gonna have like the 8-bit DOS. You're gonna have all that, and people are gonna flock to them because it's like, hey, look, this is a more accessible way on a more modern layout. See, we're talking about GoldenEye XBLA, the Xbox One version. Oh, no, I was talking about, XBLA was the one that you would have to scour the internet for, but Xbox One is the version that a lot of new people are coming in. But, like, yeah, when that recomp fully's out, which I guess is now, I'll look into it, because I really want to do a stream playing through it. I'm glad that community was kind of able to bind together and be like, no, the really sloppy ports that were coming out is not it. Let's go and make it fully and like bind together. It's like, it's one thing to use like an AI assistance tool as like an actual tool compared to using it as make me GTA 6 without actually testing anything. There's a big difference. It's just like there's always been like just no effort into stuff like that, where it's just like if you have somebody that actively one is checking on it and actually knows what they're doing and treating it more like a calculator of all things, then you're gonna have like the better stuff. But if you have somebody just like, yeah, make me GTA 6 and then release it on the internet being like, look what I made, like, no, that's like, it's not gonna work out like that. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be buggy. And a lot of the vibe coded stuff is genuinely just made so they get internet prep or internet points. Because remember, the first port to come out is going to get the one on the news. So you're going to have that kind of shit. Also, let me read these comments real quick. Give me my mouse. There we go. Couldn't agree more. Especially since you can play the PC ports with N64 controller. There's literally zero reason to play on console. You're just handicapping yourself. Oh yeah, 100%. As much as playing on real hardware is better than emulator, rather not get another console to play games. Yeah, fully understandable. A full team of Microsoft coders can create and manage an AI-based code. Jimmy and his mom's attic cannot. Yeah, it's just like you need to have like understanding of how the thing works. You need to be able to treat the AI assistants as like the glue to put stuff together, not the entire project. So it's like if you have people that genuinely know how the game works fully, they can implement all this stuff and then they can use the tool as like the glue to help put it together. Because right now with GoldenEye, it's been such a stinky situation because we're literally seeing dozens of ports. We're seeing dozens and dozens of... Ooh, nice. We're seeing dozens and dozens of these ports that are coming out that's like, yeah, this thing, it's fully available. And it's just genuinely awful. So it's like... We're trying to make sure, like, yes, this does use AI assistance for putting the stuff together, but we're doing it because doing a full human like PC port is going to take a long while. So we've gotten like the big people who worked on the decomp and mods and the game itself to be able to put all this together. It was a definitive port for PD. So personally, I would say Perfect Dark Kai. However, the definitive port that is like, if you just want to like recommend it to somebody, just go for the base Perfect Dark port. It has enough features in it. It's good enough. It's really good. Like the actual base PD port, yes, that one. That one's very solid. Like it is phenomenal. However, if you want extra settings and better performance, go with Merc's Perfect Dark Kai. It's got a ton of extra features and stuff like that, and it's actively being worked on. We actually put Perfect Dark Kai on the back burner for now to work on this PC port, because we realized it was like, oh no, like the floodgates have opened, the decomp is public. We need to have like a team set up to help put this together. So once we get everything like that done, we'll have some more stuff come out for Kai. But if you want just like a base PC port, that one from that person is your go-to. Like I fully recommend it. Yeah. And like thankfully as well, Perfect Dark didn't really have to worry about slop ports, because it came out before slop coding was like a real big thing. Whereas now with GoldenEye, it's a lot scarier because it's like you're literally, if you open up the Reddit, there's like 20 different slop coded versions. And it'll be like, look, I have netplay working for GoldenEye. And it'll have like the characters like completely just textureless. Be able to play a PC port may help you not pay a subscription to inferior versions. Oh yeah, 100%. Also, G is more popular and tracks all the sloppers. That too, 100%. Because GoldenEye is like the quintessential like N64 game. You think of N64, you think of like, this guy die. You think of N64, especially multiplayer. You think of Mario 64, GoldenEye, Smash Bros 64, Mario Kart 64. Like, they're the big heavy hitters. So you get a lot of people that are going to come in and just want brownie points, where they're like, yeah, I'm the first person to make a port. Is it good? No, it's here. It's a port. Give me my internet brownies. So we want to make sure that, like, the GoldenEye community has the best available version. And then we've always made sure to be very open about it. Yes, there is AI assistance. It's not the same AI assistance as a lot of slot ports. It is used more as a glue and a hammer. I don't really like how whenever I watch YouTube streams, a video player on my computer randomly decides to drop frames. Ooh. Played all versions for PD, N64 XBLA remake, 1964 emulator, now PC port. Hey, welcome in, Odysseys. Good seeing ya. Thank you for watching. But yeah, it's like, it is fully understandable if people do hear about, like, oh yes, assistance is used for this, and you don't want to play it. That's completely understandable. But we do want to make note that this is going to be the best possible version until a human-based one comes out. And that's unfortunately going to take a very long time, because PC ports do genuinely take a long time to get done. Let's see, I remember Dark Ages of early GEPD emulation. Oh, with the skies not working and everything like that? Yeah. Had to mess with plugins and graphical issues, especially with PD gadgets. Right, I forgot where you're from. The way you say some words, like, on the same way I do, is literally the only people I've heard pronounce it live southern New England. I live on the Eastern Shore. I actually I grew up quite literally down the road from TH, which was in Pennsylvania. One of my favorite comments I got when I did the video for the first trailer for GoldenEye PC was somebody was like, they clocked me instantly. They're like, you're from Pennsylvania. I was like, holy fuck, they got it spot on. But yeah, we do want to fully reiterate, AI assistance was used. It's used as the glue and a hammer. It's not used as the entire Bob the Builder. Merc and Axedoomer genuinely have, like, more knowledge in this game than, like, I'd say 95% of people working or, like, in the community. They literally know this game in and out. Like, Merc made an entire XBLA editor and ways to extract stuff before anyone else was able to properly get it. He was able to do, like, so much stuff. And then you got Axedoomer, who, like, worked on the decomp and has done so much stuff too. So you have human hands in it. It's not fully assisted. A lot of human hands are being put into this. Can't wait for Netflix so I can 1v1 Graslow. Interesting. There must be some cross-related accents between Penn, South Mass, Rhode Island. Oh yeah, Rhode Island also kind of has, like, a very Pennsylvanian accent. Fuck! I did this wrong. I'm so used to, like, paying attention to some objectives. Oh well, I get to play this game more. Hey, I can't be upset. I blew him up. Oh, so let's see. AI was used properly. Yeah. But yeah, if people don't like it, it's fully understandable, because it's such a stinky topic. And before, like, I actually met proper people who, like, use it as an actual tool, I was very against any sort of, like, stuff like that. Now, when it comes to generative images, fuck that. Any sort of generative AI, fucking hate massively. All of the promotional stuff that has been made for anything regarding Kai, GoldenEye, things like that, are all made by human hands. I've drawn up everything, and I've made everything for that. Generative AI is putrid. I never want to ever see any of that being used in stuff. Favorite AI is Dr. Carroll. Like, this isn't the case, but let's say I was working on a project. Let's say I was working on this or something, and somebody decided to use AI generated images for anything regarding this, I drop out of the project instantly. Like, that's how uptight I am about generative AI images and stuff like that. But it's in good hands. Nobody here would be using that kind of stuff. Oh, fuck, his grenade dropped at his feet. He's a terrible thrower. Yeah, but... favorite video is Dr. Doke. He always plays hide and seek at facility. Ooh. But that all being said, we want this to be the best version you can have. If you have to play, if you have to stomach any version, like any version that uses AI assistance, please use this one. It's not even saying it because we're working on it. We're saying it because this is genuinely, like, the best version you can have. So you can't wait for modders to create another Brosnan's Bond movie as N64 games. Actually, we don't need Die Another Day. Imagine if Dr. Doke played prop hunt and stuff, hide and seek. Oh my god, he, like, fucking whistles at you? That'd be really funny. That'd be a Zika mod. Dr. Prop. I just forgot Twine N64 already exists, so we just need a good T&D game. Yeah, and I think Twine's getting a PC port. I believe it's either a decomp or a PC port. I'll chase Natalia up there. Actually, you know what? I'll leave her up there. I'm gonna go talk to Michigan. These levels always confused me as a kid. It's so big and spacious. I know it's over this way, though. Will Goldfinger have a PC port? So, Goldfinger's a full-on mod. I'm not joking. If we were to continue, like, there's no promises. I'm not saying that, like, these are guaranteed. I'm not saying that we aren't doing these. But I'm saying, like, just as a general reference, Goldfinger 64 is such a massive project, it would literally be the last thing a PC port would ever have. Goldfinger uses footsteps and all kinds of other things. And the patches and the things they use for it are, like, massive. Like, you would need a monumental amount of effort to get that stuff working. So let's say figuratively, let's say we were to treat this like a live service, all right? Let's say we release 1.0. Version 1 is this. Version 2 could be, let's say, a figurative, like, I don't know, basic mod support. And then version 3 could be, like, I don't know, online support. And version 4 could be this. And version 5 could be that. We would be looking at, like, a version 8 for footsteps. Like, that's how monumental. You would have netplay and like basic mod support and VR support and things like that before you would have footsteps. Like, footsteps would need to be like a monumental thing because footsteps is such an amazing, like, impressive amount of microcode. That being said, nothing is, like, guaranteed. That is just a good, like, hypothetical. Because we have, like, thought about stuff, too. Where it's just like, oh, like, if we were to do these things, where would these things sit? Like, kind of just to give a good gauge of, like, how much stuff would be needed. But, yeah, Footsteps would genuinely be, like, the last project any PC port could have. Do I got everything? Got everything done? Hey, yeah, I do. From Russia with Love is a better than GoldenEye. Yeah. I really like From Russia with Love, especially the PS2 game. The PS2 game's phenomenal. It's really, really good. Let's see. So the PC port could support N64 ROM hacks with enough development. Yes. For full reference, Perfect Dark PC port's been out for like what, over 5 years now, I think. It just now got a mod loader. That's how long it took to get mod support on Perfect Dark PC port. It's had like the all-in-one and stuff, but there's specific PC branches. They aren't actual like being able to drag and drop a mod into it or like convert a mod. We just now got a mod loader. Yes, adding like mod loaders and stuff like that is a monumental feat. Also, I'd love to see one day being able to switch mods from within a menu. Dude, that's what I like. I don't know if anyone here has played the Banjo-Kazooie. I think it's the Lighthouse. It's either Lighthouse or it was like a recomp. They had a whole mod loader pre-installed in it, and you could just swap to things on the fly. Like, it's genuinely really cool. What about server lists? Like, are you talking about like netplay? That would be possible. Perfect Dark Kai actually uses server lists. It has dedicated servers. Yeah, Perfect Dark Kai fully has it. And fundamentally too, these games share very similar code. So if we were to work on a netplay thing, you would be able to pull stuff from the Perfect Dark Kai. Because there's been things for this that were pulled from Perfect Dark Kai to get working properly. But yeah, if you're interested, Perfect Dark dedicated servers are up. Like, you can either host P2P, or you can have full headless servers. The shame Counter-Strike never... Counter-Ops. I thought you said Counter-Strike. I was like, pretty sure mod switching on the fly would not work with custom maps. Oh, it would. So essentially it just kind of like, would have its own dedicated things. But yeah, like, we could relatively see a basic mod supporter in the future, like early on in the future, because doing actual mod support without the footsteps and stuff would be doable. It would be doable enough. But if we were to do like something big that uses like footsteps, like let's say I think your mod Captain Lima, holy shit, I think your mod Captain Lima uses footsteps, right? Something like that wouldn't be accessible at the moment, but if you were to use like let's say Project or 009, that doesn't use footsteps, so that would actually be accessible. Like Brandon's mod would not be accessible and things like that at the moment, like later on, let's say. Perfect Dark Counter-Strike, yeah. Years 2029, 6 players are racing tanks in streets while firing farsights. But yeah, there is going to be like good things in the future for Perfect Dark, or not oh my god, both for Perfect Dark and GoldenEye. So let me check something real quick. There we go. As disrupt surveillance equipment uses footsteps specifically, especially to allow for added extracts and extra guards objects. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, it's so funny because Perfect Dark originally, it was like this was the year of Perfect Dark, and then halfway through it became the year of GoldenEye. Because Perfect Dark got its mod supporter, it got its Friends of Joe mod released, All-in-One was having their big update. I know that got pushed back to sometime eventually. And then Perfect Dark Kai with dedicated netplay servers and everything like that. Oh my god. There we go. Let's see. Kevin Lima's mod's impressive without the camera. You can be in there, like, levels look more detailed than base GE. Oh, yeah. Like, I really like how many things are, like, in there. Makes it feel a lot more lively. Wish PD had an active PvP community. It's such an amazing arsenal of weapons. I know, right? It makes me so sad that that game always gets overlooked. Also, I can see that this is fairly loud. Let me lower the volume for you. There we go. And if it ends up being too quiet, just let me know. Yeah, Perfect Dark gets overlooked so much. Perfect Dark's my favorite game of all time. I like GoldenEye, but I don't play it that much. Honestly, like, doing the whole stuff for this has been the most I've played GoldenEye probably in my entire life. It's a great game, but it's just, I like Perfect Dark's vibes and gameplay more. This is one of my favorite levels, and I always forget where this damn objective is. It's not in here. Let's see. Like they're crafting how strong each weapon would be in a 1v1 against humor. Love your tier maker. Oh, theory crafting. Oh my god, I read that wrong. How strong each weapon would be 1v1. Yeah, I love doing that tier maker. I'd like to do a fun little tier list one day, like a tier list video. I wouldn't do like ranking like the best weapons. I think I'd do it by like aesthetic. Like, oh, I like this weapon because it looks like this and things like that. It's not in there. So that's the first one. I always remember to go to that. And then there's another one. Maybe that. Here it is. But yeah, I love making the little tier maker stuff. I've got a few in there. Got one for Perfect Dark. I think I got one for GoldenEye X. I got one for GoldenEye. And I've made a few other fun ones. There was like a door tier list. But whenever people do 1v1s, it's usually LTK. Yeah. I wish there was more interesting things. Because I always feel like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, the fun thing about them is having so many different weapons. That's why I always really like that TH does, when he does his multiplayer nights, he does like the spinning a wheel. And it'll just be like completely random. It'll be like, oh, random weapons and stuff like that. I like that he incorporates everything. I've already done a door tier list. I've done it for both Perfect Dark and GoldenEye. Ooh, that'd actually be a fun one. Actually, that's actually a good idea. I do have a bunch of stuff. By the way, to CMP 150, I don't know if it's in my descriptions. It's somewhere in my description stuff. I actually have an entire Google Drive that has a bunch of photos of Perfect Dark for like wallpapers and general images and weapon photos and everything like that if you're interested in it. Hey, welcome in, Raph. Good seeing you. Hope you've been doing well. Yeah, I love Perfect Dark so much. Like I think it's 2 years ago now. I made a project to fix up the Perfect Dark wiki as best as I could, because that thing was just in shambles. Glad the weather let me stream. Yeah, agreed. Harry, how do you get in here? Oh my god. Hey, Perry. Oh, she's going onto the couch. I will, like, check to make sure my cat's not in here, because she always wants out later on. I'll close the door, and then, like, an hour later, somehow she just appears in here. But yeah, for those who are interested in stuff like that, I've got a bunch of different games that I've taken photos of. One for reference images, so if content creators need to have like a good reference image without needing to actually go inside like the game to get it, I have them. And then two, I have them for just fun wallpapers. Is Reticle rendered in high res, or is it my impression? It's running at the normal resolution. In the future, there'll probably be somebody that'll implement the high-res textures, but currently we're just running off of all the base textures and everything like that. But one of my big projects I wanted to have was I wanted to do a bunch of stuff to help like content creators out, because I fully know how painful it is to have to like get a bunch of reference images yourself, because like originally when we thought the Perfect Dark reboot was coming out, I wanted to have the wiki as beautiful as I could get it. That way new people could go in and they could experience stuff with like looking through it and everything like that. But then I deviated into doing stuff for content creators and things like that. I still need to figure out like a good way to post them publicly outside of it just being like a Google Drive link. Also, let me read these real quick. Yeah, support's coming out. Good means I gotta start adding GE support to my add-on. Hey, Raph, there's somebody that's actually making a full-on editor for GoldenEye. It is insane. It looks like the Doom editor. This thing, I think, is instantly going to replace the GoldenEye piece, Perfect Dark editor when it comes out. Like, this thing's massive. It's kind of like Mario Maker almost. I think one reason why PD is so overlooked, it's due to the release date. Oh yeah, 100%. It came out at the end of the life. It didn't have any other IPs tied to it. Cause like you got 007 fans, you've got shooter fans, you've got like GoldenEye, and like it was early on, like just it was so early on that it could have like a whole audience communicated around it. That was not even a fucking word. What am I saying? Like a whole community around it. There we go. I'd imagine doing LTK Cup camp or LTK campaign challenges would be slightly easier than OEM. Oh yeah. Remember the Joanna memes from that trailer? Yeah. But yeah, it's impressive. Like you literally drag and drop and boom, it'll make a floor and then all the walls around it. Like it's impressive. The guy came in. I don't think we've ever met him before, and he randomly just dropped that on us while Adzi was streaming GoldenEye. So, I think the consensus is we'd like to add that guy to help out and like be able to give him access to this early so he can like fully incorporate it. Ooh, he got me. Good shot. But yeah, like Perfect Dark just had a lot of things going against it. Bad release time. It wasn't tied to really any other IP. Every time Perfect Dark's ever mentioned at all, GoldenEye's always mentioned with it. It's like, yeah, this game that's based off of GoldenEye. Yeah, this game that runs off GoldenEye's engine. Things like that. Oh, there goes Perry. Sitting at the door screaming endlessly. Here. You know what, Perry, you getting put in the camera. There we go. Say hi, Perry. There she is. She never likes to look at cameras, I swear to God. She'll always look away. Look at her. There we go. Alright, I'll let you out now. There we go. Also need the expansion pack. Play the campaign. Oh yeah, 100%. Let's see. Let me read these. Yeah, not as easy as 1964. Yeah, 1964 is unbelievably easy. My kids didn't have the pack, so they had to only play the 30 challenges. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people who's actually only played the challenges. But yeah, I love Perfect Dark so much. I remember Sims were all shock Sims as a kid. Later, when an expansion pack, I was blowing that there was other character models. I'm still blown away about how amazing Perfect Dark looks. You could have ported that over to the GameCube as an early game, and it still would have, like, been believable that it was meant for the GameCube. Alright, so having a death is good. It does show that the AI is responsive. It is snappy. It ain't missing you. Finish pack was not really a requirement for most N64 games. It was just there for graphical enhancements. Oh, yeah. Imagine if PD had an official PC port back then. Oh, my God. It would have been massive. It would have been fucking, like, unbelievably big. Because the fun little note is Half-Life is inspired by GoldenEye. They looked at GoldenEye and were like, oh, shit, it's possible. It's always a fun little overlooked fun fact. Like, obviously GoldenEye isn't the direct inspiration for Half-Life, but it was like, oh shit, like a shooter like this is possible. Like something like this is an actual thing. Oop, wrong gun. I always forget the D5Ks are later on in the weapon list. Perfect Dark PC port would have been buggy back in the 2000s, but would have been better than using a controller. Having the watch laser actually play right is amazing. Because normally it's like, and all your ammo would be gone. It's like, where'd it go? So it's like, it's really nice now that it actually properly plays out. Alright, let's see what we got real quick. Also, welcome in everyone joining in. We have Rescue Natalia. Locate secret base. But yeah, Perfect Dark, just such an amazing game. I love it. Where's the laser tracer? Ooh, maybe you can't see that. Oh shit, you actually can't see it on here. That's not a rendering thing, that's the frame rate. Yeah, so it actually is there. Trust, it is actually there. Wow, it won't actually appear at all. The laser tracer is actually fully there. It's so funny. It's just because the frame rate's higher than the capture. So I'm running it at 180 FPS. but it's capturing at 60. I fucked up. I'm yapping. Fuck. Oh, this level sucks. This is one of the worst levels. Yeah, it's fully a frame rate capture thing. Logic 2's train. Oh man, but the problem is Logic 2's fun. Let's see, what would Perfect Dark's train be? Train or silo? I think you may be onto something with that. With me, for GoldenEye, I like it, but I wouldn't put it in my top 10 N64 games. I really love the game feel. Like, the game feels amazing. I'm not a fan of probably, like, I'd say 70% of the levels. I just don't really like them. But the game feel is genuinely, like, amazing. Like, I think it controls unbelievably good. And sometimes when I play through it, I just play through it just to experience the game feel. Oh, no, you're good. G was cool because you got to play as James Bond. Yeah, that's literally it, yep. Yeah, like, the gunplay in GoldenEye just feels unbelievably good. I also feel like it plays really good in Perfect Dark too. Like, they're both genuinely phenomenal. But if I was to think of something with GoldenEye, that's usually my go-to. I enjoy kind of just running around shooting guards. My general play style with GoldenEye is I'll add, or not, oh my god, I was reading chat. What I'll do is I'll shoot all the guards, and then I press pause, and then I exit game. I don't care for the objectives in GoldenEye. I don't like them. But GoldenEye's kind of fun because I can just pop into a level, shoot a bunch of guards, and have a good time. With Perfect Dark, I like to play through the entire campaign. And also do the objectives. Ooh, he got me. These Perfect Dark has a better variety of enemies. Oh, yeah. But, like, I can't begin to state, like, even if I like Perfect Dark significantly more, GoldenEye's unbelievably impressive. Like, especially at the time it released. And all the stuff is, like, unbelievably, like, amazing. Like, there is a full, valid, justified reason why so many people love this game. Oh yeah, it's monumental. Like, this is like reinventing, like, Bread 2. This was such a good proof that, like, shooters and stuff could work on console, and it could work really well. This game doesn't really have any limitations to the controller it's tied to. You'll see a lot of shooters where it's like it struggles, like you're struggling to play with it. Like, think of like Agent Underfire, Nightfire. There's always something a little wrong with the actual, like, either gunplay or like the controls. Like, they always just feel a little off. I love those games so much. Like, Agent Underfire is my favorite Bond game. Like, the controls always feel a little off. Whereas, like, with GoldenEye, like, it feels amazing. You can play it on anything, any controller, and it just feels good. Also, let's see. PS1 had some FPSs, but nothing close to G. Oh, yeah. Also, let me see. Chat's moving real quickly. Let me read these real quick. Yeah, we hadn't seen anything like it before. It's interesting that the laser tracer is flickering so much that it's invisible to YouTube and Twitch. Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be invisible to both of them. It's just a capture. It's the first time a 3D console shooter, if I was mistaken. I don't think so. I think there was shooters before it. For example, PlayStation 1 launched with what's it called? Jumping Flash, which was a 3D shooter. But this was the first one that like actually felt like nothing was hampering it. And Nightfire is a good example. I love Nightfire, but the gunplay felt clunky. There's no feedback in hitting guards. Yeah, 100%. First 3D console shooter wasn't already a PC game. Gold standard before GoldenEye was Wolfenstein. Yeah, 100%. Like, because you actually did have a few shooters on there, but everything always felt clunky. It always felt like something was sacrificed. It was like, you weren't able to aim as well, or like the movement was a little stiff, or like the animations were lacking, where this was like everything, where everything was just working beautifully. I thought that man died. When it comes to a James Bond game, this is my preferred one for the game feel. Like, the game feel in this game feels amazing. But if I was to choose, like, overall game, it would be Agent Under Fire for me. Twine 64 is nice, but the gunplay isn't as good. Yeah, Twine 64 is genuinely an impressive game. Like, it's wild how cool that game really is, but, like, the gameplay just doesn't feel as good. And you could have, like, the most impressive thing in the world, but if the general game control is off, then it brings the whole game down with it. Nightfire on PS2 is probably my second favorite Bond game. I really love it. Like, the Nightfire is unbelievably good. Yeah, I think for me, it would be Agent Under Fire. I really love that one, because Agent Under Fire is a nice blend. Agent Under Fire, I feel like, was the last classic kind of Bond, where it's just like you can load in any level and play around. Where, like, going forward, it was kind of like you needed to experience the levels one after another, essentially. Where it was like a whole overarching thing, where, like, Agent Under Fire is just a very classic, kind of like pick up and play. PC version shit, though. Oh, yeah. I don't think the PC version's the worst thing in the world. It does actually have some cool things to it, but yeah, like, the console versions are just leagues better. I remember playing Nightfire on PC and playing a CS 1.6 map. I love being able to shoot the turrets through the trees. I don't know if people do that, I feel. I'll see them poke behind the tree to try to shoot at, but I don't see people shooting, like, directly through the tree. I wonder how many people actually watch GoldenEye movie before playing this. Yeah, that's a big thing, too. There's so many people. Like, when I played this when I was young, I didn't watch GoldenEye. I played GoldenEye at 3 years old. Obviously, I'm going, like, goo goo gaga, hitting buttons, playing DK mode, but, like, yeah, I experienced GoldenEye through game first. Oh, I destroyed that. Nightfire PC was developed by Gearbox, so it's a 007. Yeah. Where is this turret? Let me lower these guys out first. There it is. There we go. But yeah, while GoldenEye's not fully, like, in my top 10 of games, I still have a lot of respect for it. Like, it's massive. We wouldn't have so many games and inspirations if it wasn't for, like, GoldenEye. And it's still an amazing game to play. Like, fundamentally, I'd say this game's, like, a great, like, 9 out of 10 game. But for me, it's, like, it's not something I'll often, like, if I was to pick an N64 game, I'll pick something else over it. But that's just me. And I still have a good time playing through it, too. There we go. But I will say, I really love modding this game. Modding this game feels so amazing. Like, it's so much fun. Because this game's very, very basic in the grand scheme of things. Like, a lot of its code and stuff is, like, very basic. And it kind of is like a sandbox, almost. Like, I had so much fun working on mods. Is Gearbox associated with any good games besides Half-Life Opposing Force? Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say Gearbox has a few good games. Halo PC port. Never played it, just wondering. I know the original Halo 1 PC port was pretty decent. It was still technically, I think, worse than the console release, but it wasn't bad. But the thing that a lot of people didn't like was when they did the Master Chief remaster, or not remaster, collection, they used the original PC version for it. And it still carried over, like, a bunch of issues and stuff. Oh my god, that guy just appeared. This is one of the worst maps to mod stuff with. I swear to god, this level always had something wrong with it. The amount of things that could fundamentally go wrong modding this level was just insane. Where's this guy chilling? He just sitting back there? Yeah, he is. He's watched all of his friends die and didn't care at all. Let's see. As a massive Aliens fan, I never forgive them for... Oh, yeah. To say I were to play Halo 1, would the Master Chief Collection be worth it? Honestly, where it's currently at, yes. For the longest time, it was really terrible. Like, it didn't have any updates for years, and it was left on a broken state. You can relatively get it on sale for like $10, and I think it's also included in the Xbox Game Pass. For $10, for like, what, 5 or 6 games? Like, that's a pretty good deal, I would say. Like, even Halo 1 and 2 at their worst is still Halo 1 and 2. Like, they're amazing games. Let's see. Dark Descent is an abandoned game, and even that nails the atmospheric movie better than... Yeah. I don't remember if I can actually do this one here. There's something that needs to be fixed. We realized that doing the controller input stuff removed the ability to quick detonate. So that will be fixed in a later thing. I'll be taking that. Yeah, like, one thing I'll say too is a lot of people really dog on the Perfect Dark XBLA port, like the remaster. In my opinion, it's nowhere near as bad as what some of the other remasters we were getting at the time. Because like at the time with like what Halo Master Chief Collection on PC was just a complete fundamental mess. Like nothing was working right, the servers weren't working, there were so many issues, and there was other remastered games that just were like unbelievably either terrible to play or like they just didn't look right and things like that. Where it's like Perfect Dark XBLA, all things considered, felt identical to the base game with just that really shitty 45% dead zone. That's like, I don't understand why they did that. But it was so faithful to the original game that when people would find speedrun tech in XBLA, they'd be like, wait a minute, can we do that in N64? And they were able to replicate it. Like, it was impressive how faithful it truly was, outside of some of the questionable art direction. I think I should be able to do this. Oh. I think that went through the wall. Oh well. I used to love the XBLA. He'll gradually point out the dead zone issue. Yeah, I used to speedrun XBLA. I had a fun time. That dead zone is truly like terrible though. Like it's unexcusable. But I think it's still like it was $10. Like it was $10 and it had some sort of online and it fixed some things and had some cool extra stuff like being able to use classic weapons in multiplayer and things like that. So it's like, yeah, obviously now that we have a PC port for Perfect Dark, it's obviously going to be better. But like, remember at the time what we had Perfect Dark 0 as the only thing on that console. So it was able to help bring in new players. Even if the new players didn't experience the best version of Perfect Dark, it was still Perfect Dark running at 60 FPS. Trent doesn't look like John Travolta anymore. Elvis looks so bad. Elvis and Joanna look unbelievably terrible. But yeah. You know, like to mess the netcode and force you to pay a subscription. To be fair, every online game on the 360 and Xbox One had the subscription thing. So I wouldn't dog on them for that part. But yeah, like fundamentally, Perfect Dark XBLA has its own amazing things, but it's got a bunch of really big standout issues. I'm glad it exists though. I do actually like some of the characters in XBLA. Like I like Carrington and stuff like that. But like there's like a lot of good things XBLA did. It brought new people together. It got people to play multiplayer, even if the multiplayer was very dodgy. Like the online. It got people into it. Like, and there's like cool things it had. Yeah, makeup isn't overdone like in Zero, yeah. But like, yeah, I'll always love Perfect Dark XBLA. Like even with its flaws and stuff, at the end of the day, it's still Perfect Dark. Obviously nowadays we don't need it. We don't need XBLA. But like back then we had nothing else. It was either play XBLA at 60 FPS and a semi-functioning online and some cool features and stuff like that, or you played real hardware at like 10 FPS and you needed to have people in person to be able to play stuff with. Because emulating it was certainly not really the biggest thing at the time too, because like there was like the fact that the skyboxes didn't work, and there was big FPS performance issues and stuff like that. So the N64 graphics of Perfect Dark, and remember those are over XBLA, so when I see LS XBLA, I feel weirded out. Yeah, there's some people that genuinely, like, that was their first version. And it's like, yeah, it's like, because these people are able to come in and get appreciation of this game on here, then they'll check out the originals and stuff. There is a lot of things in XBLA I actually do prefer over the original. Overall, if I was to prefer a specific game, it would in fact be the N64 version. Like, I think just overall the N64 version is better in a lot of aspects. But XBLA still had a lot of really cool stuff. There's some areas in that game where I'm like, damn, like, this just looks gorgeous. Like, I don't know, I personally am a big fan of, like, high-res images and stuff being over simplistic geometry. I don't know why, it just kind of looks cool to me. And that's kind of like how GoldenEye XBLA and Perfect Dark XBLA are, and I think it just looks really cool. Now there is some things that I just don't like there's some areas that I'm like, ooh, this does look worse, or some weapons and characters and stuff like that that I'm like, I prefer the other versions. That would have been really funny if I died there. I didn't realize the explosion was above and below me. AT weapons look amazing, especially how they made the Mayan weapons look. Oh yeah, like they're genuinely impressive. I think for the most part, most of those weapons had an amazing redesign. Do they replace the originals? No. It's not like when XBLA came out, like suddenly all your copies got burnt up into like never to be seen again. Like, we still had the originals and stuff. It just gave us an extra way to play. I think I can get out of here now. Let me check real quick. What's my objectives? Yep, got everything. I always like this little segment in this area. I think it's kind of like a cool little spot. Elvis XBLA looks like he's possessed. Dude, I'm not a fan of Elvis and XBLA. He's like the worst thing for me. I remember when I saw the promotional for that, I'm like, ooh, that man, he's looking a little stinky. But yeah, there's so much about XBLA that I do love. And I think there's a lot of XBLA stuff in GoldenEye's version too that looks really good. I think in a general sense, I prefer the canceled XBLA version of GoldenEye to the original. Because one, it's just a solid remake. It's missing things, like it's obviously not complete. Oh, these guys just weren't even there. Neat. But I really like how it feels. And the fact that you can just revert back to the original textures and stuff too. I thought that was amazing. I'm surprised Perfect Dark XBLA doesn't actually have that. Thank God they didn't run right into the explosions. Plus, you can actually do like dedicated, or not dedicated, but you could do like LAN as well with it, which is really cool. All the wrinkles in his forehead making him much older. Oh my God, yeah. This game is just a ton of fun to play through, though. Like, oh my God, it just feels so amazing. Even with this controller that's got like a very sensitive joystick, this just feels amazing. This was one of my favorite levels as a kid too. I don't know. I used to actually have dreams about this level. Like, it's something about like the railing inside this whole like damp cave system. It just really looks nice. It's like a fun concept for a level. Can you shoot out the lights? Yeah, you can shoot out the lights. Yeah, liminal maxing. It really is kind of liminal. Like, look at this. Like, you could put this in like a compilation of like liminal spaces. I didn't realize I had the RCP this early. Come on, open that door. These doors are diabolical, though. Jesus Christ, they take forever. Right, I remember there's something specific I gotta do, because they would blow everyone up. I think you can lure them out. Did I get him? Oh, I got one more. Oh, I got... Do I actually need to do that? Oh, thank God I don't actually gotta do that. Oh, I don't have the key card. I do need to grab the key card. That's the one thing that always throws me off in this level, is trying to find that damn key card. I remember everything else and then suddenly forget that. Yeah, give me my dual ARs. I got no ammo for them though, but I got them. Alright, let's go get this damn key card. I'm pretty sure it's down here. It's normally this guard here, I believe, that drops it. But I know there's, I think, two? I think there's 2 key cards. I normally go up that way. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go over here. And I'm going to get some extra ammo. That thing launched. Holy shit. Come on. There we go. I always thought this was kind of cool too, that there was like secrets in like these walls and shit. I'm back from a nuke drop break. There's a key card. I do love the RCP. The RCP is such a cool looking weapon. I wonder if I could show it off. I wonder... Let me look at something real quick. Okay. I want to show something off. I want to show something off real quick. So this is what Foster was working on. Give me a second. I think it's over. Here we go. Let me show this off. I had to make sure I could do this. For reference, this is a prop weapon. This is not real. Let me turn these on. There's actually I had another part of this, but I lost it at one point. I used a mock-up for it. But yeah, check this out. I've got a prop model for the RCP. This thing's sick. I love this thing so much. But yeah, I've got a prop model for the RCP, and then I've got a prop model for the PP7. But I usually have that like on my wall, but I have it down because I'm currently moving some stuff around. But I was like, wait a minute, can I show this off? So I read up on Twitch and YouTube's TOS stuff real quick to make sure that I could in fact do that. We Russian B with this one, boys. But yeah, I love that thing. It's so cool. I had originally a different magazine on it. However, it ended up getting like a bit damaged and lost between moves and stuff like that. So I took another one and I kind of like sloppily painted it on because I was like, this is just going to be temporary, and it ended up being permanent. So it's like, well, one day I'll get a nice alternative replacement for it. Yeah, we don't get flashbanged. The mags suck. So I think I'm missing thing. No, I got everything. Cool. But yeah, I really love that thing. And I also have a mock PP7 as well. These are originally airsoft weapons that had been fully gutted. So they quite literally can't do anything. There we go. Think about it. The Magsec 4 is the Clob of Perfect Dark. Oh yeah. You know what's wild? No, Aztec would not unlock in this build. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm kind of fine with that. I don't like Aztec. I kind of just wanted to show off the base game in the lower difficulties. But if it does unlock it, I'll play through it. But yeah, a fun little fact about the Magsec. I'll give you one of my YouTube shorts early on. The Magsec actually has a unique property to it that no other weapon has. And that is its knockback. So you know how like when you shoot an enemy and they kind of like fly backwards? Yeah, the Magsec is the only weapon that has a knockback range that powerful. And it is set for a power of 10. For reference, the Magnums both have a power of 5. But generally that is useless. There's no actual use to yeah, so if you have to leave the stream, you gotta leave the stream. But I wasn't planning on playing through them anyway. But yeah, the Magsec is completely useless on that because the knockback doesn't actually affect anything. So, like, let's say you get damaged, you get shot by, like, the Falcon 2, and then you get shot by the Magsec 4, you still get pushed back the exact same. So, that's the Magsec's only unique property that it's got. Maybe originally it was intended to have something else cooking with it or something, but, yeah. Yeah, Magsec has neither. Magsec's got, like, cool factor, I guess. Yeah, like, it's not great. It's such a cool looking and sounding weapon, though. And then the fact that it's based off of, like, RoboCop's weapon, too, is kind of cool. But, like, man, it could have been better. It's diabolical to give a weapon as inaccurate as the Magsec 4 zoom. Holy shit. Fucking drop the nuke on me. Yeah, pretty much. Also, the RCP 120 is not made by, or is made by, Chessluck Industries as well. It's funny, though, because it's like they're working on the RCP 120 in the game for the Carrington Institute mission. But then you read the description and it's not made by them. Like, what? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I kind of think that's really cool, though. Like, the fact that there is alternate companies outside of there. But yeah, then there was originally a cut SMG as well by Chessluck Industries. That I don't think has anything actually in the game's code that still talks about it. That's a nuke. K7 Avenger was an experimental weapon in the second mission. Maybe we got the help. Yeah, that's what I think it is too. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Because the shield and the cloak and stuff like that are all from the Skedar. Hey, welcome in, Holiday Warrior. Good seeing you. But I'd like to know exactly everything that was helped out from the Skedar. It's like you got the shield, you got the K7 Avenger, you've got the cloaking device. I'm trying to think what else they could possibly have. It would have been really cool to see a Datadyne pistol, though. It's kind of funny that they use their rival's pistol as their backup. Let's see. Skedar gave Datadyne Corp shield and cloaking tech in exchange for helping them get the alien ship. Oh yeah. I've been doing pretty well. Thankfully the storms, for the most part, fully passed. It was actually kind of sunny out when I got off work, and I was like, you know what? I think today's gonna be a nice day for streaming. Because originally I was like, man, I don't know if I'd be able to stream at all. No, we're gonna do a slappers fight. We're gonna beat Jarvis's ass. We'll get him eventually. Goodbye, TH. It was good seeing. It was good meeting you, TH. But yeah, been doing pretty well. But Fred, the editor you mentioned, is it available somewhere? It's currently not available. No, this is on the PC port. This is the PC port that we're developing. Fuck, where is it? You're in Adzy's Discord, I believe. Inside the GoldenEye channel, I think, has this showcase for the editor. This is the moment that when mom walks in, the kids playing the N64. I know, right? And you can't skip it either. You'd be sitting there like come on. But yeah, this PC port's like a fantastic. Ooh, pizza. What you getting? I ended up getting a classic marinara stuffed crust the other day. Usually I like to get barbecue, like barbecue chicken or barbecue pepperoni. That's usually my go-to. But I was like, you know what? I'm feeling a classic. It was pretty good. Oh, no worries whatsoever, Raph. There's so much shit coming out in like the last like few weeks. It's hard to keep track of everything. But yeah, this port has been like amazing. Like I love it so much. And usually, as I've mentioned, I don't play that much GoldenEye, and I enjoy modding GoldenEye more than playing it. And this has just been fun. Even the times where I'm not testing it, I'm still just, I'll load it up and I'll walk around and mess around because it's just fun. So many recomps, it's crazy. Like the Gen 1, yeah, did you see that? And they made Gen 2. They put Gen 2 in there now. Like, insane. There's Ken Lob. I'd love to meet Ken Lob one day. He seems like amazing. He liked my Clobinator, which I'm happy. But yeah, there's always something coming out. And then they're like, yeah, DK64 recomp. It's like, holy fuck. What do you mean it's out now? And then it's like, oh, what else was there? Like, there's a few other games that got done too. Blast Core got decompiled. I think one of my last streams. Like, it's just insane. Yeah, this game's fantastic. Like, it's genuinely amazing. And I'm so happy that everything is working near perfection here. There's still some notable things, like the save issue. That's still a thing. And there's occasional things that need to be touched up on. Essentially, you'll implement three things, and then you'll get one bug. You implement 3 things, you get 1 bug. That's kind of how it's been. So it's like, we're getting stuff polished, and then it'll be something that'll happen. Fix that, get the other things done, and then another thing will happen. But that's just how modding and also general coding is in general. Modders better get to working adding all the Bond actors to this game. There's a mod out there for it. We actually had somebody that was like, you need to add them back in. It's like, they aren't in here to begin with. Like, the portraits for them are still here, but none of the actual models are in the game. So somebody handmade the other Bonds. Whether the Luigi map is almost ready. Ooh, hell yeah. Imagine if each Bond model had something unique, like slightly more HP or slightly more speed. Yeah. Like if they're slightly taller or something like that, too. It did unlock. Well, I guess I'm playing it. Huh. I wonder if Adzi didn't complete all the missions on 00 Agent then. Secret Agent. Huh, okay, so the save thing worked for me. He's gonna chuck a grenade at my feet instantly. Alright, let's see if I can get through this. Here's a cool thing. Originally, I'm probably gonna take damage for this. Originally, you wouldn't be able to see these guys from all the way back here. But thanks to Axe Doomer, he's added the ability to see from farther away. A really nice quality of life. Hell yeah, what'd you end up getting? Ooh, nice. Let's... Hell yeah. My favorite from Domino's, because I normally don't order Domino's too much. Why did that go so far? I normally don't order Domino's too much, but if I do, I really love their barbecue chicken pizza. That shit actually slaps. Their barbecue sauce is like top tier. That's all still intact. Ooh, hell yeah, got a laser. I'm gonna hit this thing eventually. Maybe not. There we go. I know there's a guy up here that'll immediately start shooting at you too. There we go. Ooh, good shots from him. Jesus Christ. Getting comboed. There we go. One more guy shooting from me, from behind, I think. Up here? It's over here. There we go. Now I'm hungry. Yeah, same. We're gonna go on a little double date tonight with our roommate. I kind of just get out of the house, have like a fun little time, because all of us are never like consistently off at the same time. So we finally got like a nice little like day or two to do so. And we're gonna go to a local Italian place here. Alright, Jaws, where are you coming? There we go. I think I go back here first. It's been a hot minute since I've actually played through the entirety of this level. I'm so used to sitting... Yep. So used to sitting doing tests against just random objects that I don't actually... haven't played through these levels legitimately in like a hot minute. I'm very hungry, no food all day. Damn. Ooh, shit. Holy shit. There he is. I know the boys are gonna start coming out this way too. See if I can get in here in time. I think I got everything I need. From noon to 3:30, I was napping and in pain. Ooh, dude, getting like migraines and shit like that's like the absolute worst. It was completely ruin your day. Yeah, I don't think I got scared the shit out of by that. Holy fuck! They opened that door so damn quickly. I think Daylight's N64 when. Holy fuck, he got me. Look at the guidance data, George. Fucking hell. Ooh. That's a grenade. There we go. Besides the gunplay and the reloading sounds are satisfying, probably a big detail as well that made it fun to play. Oh yeah. The sound effects feel really nice. It's very satisfying. I'd say a big thing too, as funny as it sounds, is the way the muzzle flash in this game looks. Like, you can almost picture what gun you're using, or like you could guess if you just saw the muzzle flash. Click click is ASMR. Oh yeah. I'll mess around with some extra settings too after this as well. So we're not going to be stopping here. I'll be showing off some extra stuff too. Maybe throw an agent to show that agent also is fully functional. Like, and I'll throw on some of the extra settings. Holy shit. Here we go. Get that shit out of here. These guys are little demons over here. There we go. Oop, I hear him. Oh, he's over that way. One. Should be two. There we go. Also, let's see. Also, it's only recently I realized the laser sound effect is the same as the PD's uncloaking sound. Oh yeah. It just kind of like slowed down almost. It's cool how many things that are actually in this game that like get transferred over to Perfect Dark. Alright, fucking raid off from him. There we go. Nope, this door's gonna be closed. I gotta come back up here. Ooh, got me from behind. Ooh, he also got me from behind. What assholes. Got me with a wombo combo. Alright, let's go. Should be the run. But yeah, I figured it was kind of just fun going through like a special agent. You see a lot of times where they're going, or a secret agent, they're going through like the hardest difficulty. There we go. Objective A completed. I don't trust these bastards. Alright. There he is. Yeah, he is. Let's go do this now. We should be in the clear, I think. I say that and I'll probably get like shot in the back of the head, like of Mice and Men style. And I think it throws a timer up. Yep, there we go. There we go. As long as no guards spawn behind me, because apparently they can just do that. As Adzi had learned, we are safe. I think it's damn time to open. And then also make sure nobody runs over here and quickly smokes us. There we go. These are cool extra levels. I think these are really cool. I think I prefer this game's bonus missions over Perfect Dark's. Perfect Darks are cool, but they feel like fan-made level or like fan-made alterations. Yeah, let's go now and look at the extended options. Keep in mind, these are just in here for now. They'll be touched up, they'll be changed, they'll be a lot more polished when this comes out. These are kind of like the early form, what's it called? The early form of these extended tools. PD's bonus let you play as different characters and the missions take place somewhere in the campaign. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I think that's really cool. So, we have our full screen, everything like that, our max FPS, texture filtering, high details, we're going to turn that on. We're going to turn up the field of view to 90. We're going to show FPS. We're going to leave out of this now, go into maybe like gameplay. You can have your scopes be steady, true enemy rockets. You can have a crosshair always on, do no head roll. Here's your controller stuff. Obviously, a lot of this is going to be touched up and fixed up in the future. You can change the audio of the main menu. This is my favorite feature, and I'm not even joking. The amount of times I've had my ears blasted from this damn game's menu music. All of the startup can be quiet. Beautiful. 10 out of 10. I love it. But yeah, let's go. Let's go for a classic level. Let's go facility. Let's throw it on. Yeah, speedrunner's dream. But yeah, you can see that we're playing now 90 FPS with a crosshair always on. You also see that my character doesn't get. I didn't realize that guy was still alive. My character doesn't get tired. As fun fact, there's a stamina system in both GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. The more you move around, the more tired you get and the more inaccurate you become. This, the no head roll stuff and everything like that, completely fixed it. Not fixed it, removed it. Perfect Dark actually has that as an ability you can just turn off. That exhaustion thing is just a straight up debuff to your player. Man, look at this. This is just beautiful. Yeah, because like you know how, like, let's say I'm standing still. You know how normally you're kind of like bobbing your head up and down like this, and then like the more tired you are, you're kind of like sitting there like this is a bad example because I can't replicate it properly. But like your character's head's just like kind of like bobbing around, like your character's like winded and stuff like that. You can disable that in Perfect Dark. So now you can also disable it in GoldenEye, which I think is really cool. It's actually a must in playing like comps to not run around as much, because then you'll get exhausted and you won't be able to aim properly. Yeah, look how funky this is. You can do this in 1964 as well. But this is like a true proper FOV slider. Something as funny as it sounds, I'd love to see is I'd love to be able to see a weapon mover slider. So kind of like how Halo Master Chief Collection has, where you can move where your gun's actually positioned. I think it would be really silly that you would be able to make it like a Doom mode. Pound 16 on PD makes me scared of this map. Understandable. The AI in there is diabolical. Yeah, this feels amazing. Dr. Doke, you in any here? Doesn't look like it. How about over here? That ain't him. I'm expecting a biosim to appear with a K7 at any moment. Alright, looks like he's playing prop hunt with me. But he's over at the boiler room. I assume it's Dr. Doke. I feel like I'm playing Quake at this point with this speed. Oh, he wasn't here. Did I walk past him? Maybe I did. Oh, Mr. Door, open up. It'd be really funny if I walked past him like the whole time. Did I even come in here? There he is. Oh, he is jumping. This could be mistaken for a Quake clone. I know, right? It'd be diabolical to see jumping in this game. I think it would be kind of cool. Kind of like how GZ Doom has jumping. But it would 100% break everything. It's kind of funny that you can see the end of his hand. The optimizations they did in this game is genuinely insane. Like, quite literally what you cannot see is, like, just called out. Like, it's actually insane. Like, there's some weapons that it's like the second you can't see it is, like, immediately just nothing. But there we go. Yeah, Rayman hands. Okay, let's go back to extended. Let's see. Turn 2D filtering off. And you know what? Let's throw... Nah, we'll just keep that off. You can go all the way up to 120 as well. And let's say I want to do 40. Turn mission timer off. Gameplay. I'm gonna do aim lock. Turn these off. Shoot through fix. Distance fading. There we go. And let's go Bunker. Throw an agent for Bunker. Now we're essentially just playing him with a permanent zoom in. But yeah, there's also this. So we've got now the aimer that's in the center of the screen. I personally am more of a fan of the default, but this is in here because this was one of our most requested features. Gee, Game Boy Advance Edition. It's so slow to turn around too. Oh my god, you can see how long it takes. But yeah, there'll be some extended features as well that'll be added in and things like that too. On top of all this. I feel like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of playing the Aliens game on the PS1. The one that originally had the actual modernized controller inputs. Alright, let's put field of view back to normal. I think so. I remember that game being really cool. But I remember it also being like very sluggish. So we got that. Show inputs. What else can I show off? No, we'll rock with these actually, and we'll go into cheat options. Oh, I guess I don't actually have too many. Let me go unlock all. So enemy rockets. And let's do... maybe a good one to do. Let's do Dam. Let's throw on Dam Agent. I'll just go through. As you can see, I now have it where like my sway, I have no sway on my weapons. It's always directly stuck in the center of the screen. So that's what that also changes. It was kind of hard to show it off with the 40 FOV. Also, getting floor weapons are now rockets as well. These poor guys in this bunker's not about to not know what hit them. Oh, I missed. I think they blew themselves up anyway. Yeah, True Enemy Rockets has... I also love the weapon sway. I think that's the thing that makes GoldenEye and Perfect Dark so cool, is the weapon sway. But apparently there's some people that don't like it. The True Enemy Rockets makes it that spawn-in guards, which are like the ones that'll load in after the level's already been like started, they'll always have rockets, like because the original game, it was a bug. They didn't give the spawned-in guards rockets, so you would get like K7s and shit like that. But yeah, fully agreed. I love the sway so much. It's like one of my favorite things about GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. But yeah, this is really cool. Like, just the fact that this is like a feature for people who want it. Probably do like a little bit more as well, and I'll probably start calling it there. It is 5 p.m. for me. I do have something planned in a short bit, so I'll go for a little longer, mess around with a few other things. But But at some point, too, I want to return to GoldenEye as well, after, like, this whole PC port and everything's been done. And I want to go and revisit my actual mods I've made, because I've never streamed them. I've streamed making them, but I've never streamed, like, actually playing them. Let's turn that off. Oh, fuck it. We're going to go ADZ mode. I don't believe ADZ mode will be in the final release. This is just so ADZ can have his model in here. Crosshair off. I think it should be good. Throw it on 75. Put the pause pillars off. You know what? We'll throw on another cheat. Throw DK mode on and like a Magnum. There we go. Do bunker. Go agent. Magnum looks so beautiful in this game. It's also impressive because the second you can't see something on the Magnum, ooh, Ripozo. The second you can't see something on the Magnum, it's just not there. Like, there's so many parts of the Magnum that's, like, just missing geometry. Because it's like, if you can't see it, it's not on it. How's this guy still alive? Not anymore. Ooh. Are any of them still alive? There we go. How late stream am I streaming for? Not too much longer today. I'd say probably like another 10 to 20 minutes. Like honestly, how good this feels. I could be here for hours just walking in circles yapping. But I do got plans. I've got some fun stuff coming up. So, unfortunately, I do have to dip for that. But it has been a lot of fun. I forgot about the huge heads. I know, right? It's so fun. It's so cool. But it was nice. It was nice hanging out with everyone. It was really nice getting to chat and, like, spend some time with y'all. I'm glad that the storms had kind of, like, died down today. Because, my God, was I getting sick of that. It was... I'm not joking. Up until, like, the caution line of, my workplace was, like, had water. I hadn't played this since pre-9/11. Wow. Well, let's go jungle. Let's do some jungle agent. Damn, even she's rocking the rocket. Ooh. Ooh! Get this guy out of here. Oh, there's an explosion. There we go. The Magnum's super cool in the LTK pistols as well. Just a very satisfying weapon to see pulled out and then like a perfect like lean shot with it. Yeah, we plan, the base thing is all of the launcher that we currently have for this will not be around when the game is public. That is for us testers and stuff like that to quickly be able to swap on things. How we currently have the extended options, that's how we want to roll with all of the features and everything like that. That way, it's like a true PC port, kind of similar to how Perfect Dark is. Smoked. Ooh. a nice little combo here. Get the turret? I did not get it, I don't think. I didn't. Now I definitely did. But yeah, this PC port's coming along phenomenally. There's still no release date yet, because, like, at any moment, there could be, like, one, it puts stress on everyone on the team to try to crunch it out to a certain point. And then also, we could say, yeah, it's gonna release at this time. And then there was a fundamental, like, flaw or bug that happens or something like that, where it's just like, oh no, we actually need to delay it. We want to be able to release it when we're able to. But as I've said before, please keep in check with, like, the socials and everything like that, because it literally could be like a week out or 2 weeks out or something like that. Whenever we're at a point where they're like, this is good, we can release this. So just be patient a little longer. But it's quality over quantity. It takes its time because we're making sure this is as best as we can get it. And it's come along phenomenally, like phenomenally. It's genuinely amazing how good this is. The inputs feel amazing. The levels feel identical to how they're supposed to. The AI and the difficulty feels exactly how it's supposed to. The multiplayer feels amazing. Everything is coming out really, really good. So just please give us a little bit more time. But we didn't want to, I didn't want to, completely, be radio silent on this too. I want to show it off. I want to be able to show off things and the improvements and stuff like that. That way people can see in real time. Because we've had where it's Adzi will play through, and it's beautiful. Like, for the most part, everything's great. But you can notice there's some issues with, the explosions, or, maybe the cameras aren't looking the right way. So, I want to be able to show off each time there's, a big kind of update on things, too. Okay, look, this has been fixed. There's now a toggle for shoot-throughs. You can now change your FOV. You can do this. You can do that. Because there's so much love being put into this. Unbelievably, amount of, cool people have been working on it. There's been, day and night bug testing and playthroughs to make sure that, every common bug is squashed. If we can make it that you can play through the entire thing without finding anything on your own, we've done our job right. And we're getting there. It's coming very close. So just give us a little bit of extra time, and it'll be the PC port of your dreams. I don't think the community wouldn't have backed this as much as they have if it wasn't going to be this quality. But I'll give one more playthrough. I'll do one more thing. Let's see. Fortunately, I can't show off the multiplayer stuff. But, what do we do? We do turbo mode. Do, advanced animations, infinite ammo, and, I don't know, maybe... let's do RCPs. That'll be a fun one. And let's go frigate. This will be the last level. I don't expect to win this at all. I just want to kind of mess around. But, I want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in. You'll definitely really, really enjoy this when it fully comes out. Just give us a little bit of extra time, as I've said. And, yeah, there will be, Graz will be uploading stuff too. Adzi. Adzi's already uploaded a good handful of things. Me, Adzi, and stuff like that have really done, all the marketing for it. And, once it's fully out, it'll be, really sick. Yeah, thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Kind of just messed around. Oops, smoked that guy. There will definitely be more GoldenEye stuff in the future. Maybe more Project Midas streams. Maybe I'll do one when it fully comes out, and I'll go through and do like different playthroughs and stuff like that. Let me. This looked like it was a bit loud. There we go. But yeah, and then also doing stuff with the mods and everything like that. But yeah, if you're interested in more, I do Perfect Dark Kai randomizer or Chaos randomizer runs, and I mess around with a bunch of other Rareware games and retro games for anyone that may be new. But yeah, start calling it here. Let's see. Greetings from Chili Redbox. Congrats on your work for a PC port. I wish the Elite G speedrun or something use this version like a separate leak. I hope so too. Because I think once this version comes out, people are going to like use this as the general one. Because people are going to see exactly how good this truly is. And maybe at least speedrun.com. I think speedrun.com would probably accept like using it if not. Because I know the Elite can be very, very funky with it. But it's good seeing you. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this stream. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in. And we'll definitely have some updates and stuff in the future, so keep in tune. Like the general, oh yeah, absolutely, Holiday Warrior, thank you for watching. Keep in tune with all the GoldenEye people. Like there's people that do a lot more GoldenEye stuff than I do. You got Adzi, you got TH, you got Graz, you got things like that. You got big people like that. So keep an eye out for everything they post and they update. Because I'm sure they'll have some big cool stuff to show off. But yeah, that'll wrap up this stream. I appreciate everyone, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and hope y'all take care. See ya.